How's it going, everybody? Happy Thursday. One more day till the weekend. One more work day. I'm gonna show you today about how I store some stuff. But first, you can say hi to Dave. So this is Dave. This is our mine and the boys' target for the bow. And yeah, it's very interesting. As you can see, he had a tracheotomy. So a couple years ago, when I first got this, pulled up in the driveway and found out saw that there was a chipmunk sticking its head out of Dave's neck, and that about pissed me off with the cost of this. So last year he never came out. I was kind of frustrated about that, but we got to get him back out here. We got to get some target shooting in. So whether the chipmunk decides to bore another hole, who knows, maybe it'll be from the back end. We'll see. I did end up stopping on the side of the road the other day and grabbed some pallets. By the time I stopped, I wasn't going to let it go just because I can burn it, and I already stopped, so I picked up some junk pallets, just a couple of them. So I got my eye on something that I'm hopefully going to go grab tomorrow. But the purpose of this video is to show you a little bit of Mylar versus vacuum sealing, and this is completely my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion on how to store their dry goods and stuff. So this is just the way I do it. There's lots of different ways. I like the Mylar bags. I like these ones because they have the Ziploc on the bag itself. So you would, put your dry goods in there, your rice or beans or whatever, and seal that up, and then you would seal the top up with an iron as well. And then that way, when you actually do go to use them, you can obviously tear at this point here across, and you'll still be able to seal it back up for use for as long as it lasts. But yeah, I like that. I like the wide opening at the bottom that makes it be able to sit flat. Like these are green split peas, and that helps it so it can stand on its own. As far as how I label it, obviously I put what it is and the date that I packaged it, and then I put on this one instructions are inside because they came in individual small bags, so I could take one of those bags and actually put it in with the split peas. So then you got the cooking instructions right there. If you don't have that ability, like I did with a lot of my rice, because I would buy my rice in 20-pound bags, then I would just write the instructions right on the outside of it. Not that I don't know how to cook rice, but in case somebody else is using it, something happened to me and my kids need to use it or whatever, gives them the advantage that they actually know how to use it, how to cook it up. So, and what I use is these oxygen absorbers. These are 500 cc, so I can do one per bag, and it'll get all the oxygen out of there, seal it up nice and tight. I was doing the 300 cc and I was a little leery of it, so I was putting 2 in there, and obviously it sealed it up just as nice, but for the cost difference, to get the 500 cc obviously and only have to use 1, it only made sense. The company that I use to get this stuff from, because you got to be leery about the Mylar bags, especially because a lot of the ones that you'll see, if you go to Amazon or eBay or something like that, and you're just getting them through third party, they are see-through, and a lot of the great option about, or thing about the Mylar bag, is that they're not see-through. So in other words, you're not getting the sunlight. Sunlight cannot get through these bags. They're metallic bags, and you don't want sunlight passing through them. So the company that I was getting them through is USA Emergency Supply. I have no affiliation with them. They're just a company that somebody had suggested. I think I was on Amazon looking at different ones, and in the comments somebody had suggested it. So I checked it out, and I've been satisfied with their product ever since. So that's what I use. The only thing that I wish they would do is use these or send these in smaller packages. So what they do is they seal these up, obviously, and send them to you in the same box as this. And but there's so many in the package. Once you break that seal, then these start absorbing oxygen. So now you have to put them somewhere else. So that hence why they're in a ball jar. But if they came in smaller increments, I don't know, maybe instead of ordering 50 of them, I can order 10 sets of 5. Maybe I can, I don't know, I'll have to look. I haven't ordered anything in a while. I'll have to look, see if that's even an option. Probably not, but smaller packaging would be great. Other than that, I truly like the product that they sell. So versus vacuum sealing, and like I said, this is my opinion. Other people vacuum seal everything, and that's how they love it. That's what they're gonna do. So this is vacuum sealed. Now these are wheat berries. The reason why I vacuum sealed these is because you don't even need to actually seal up wheat berries at all. I could have just left these in the bucket, and they would have been fine just like that. They're not going to go bad, for the next 25-30 years, just as the wheat berries. As long as they stay dry and in the dark, then they'll be fine. But what happened was, like, this package was sealed up just as tight as this one, and now and I've had this happen on multiple occasions where they lose their seal. But I've never had that happen with the Mylar bags and the oxygen absorbers. So for that reason, I definitely do not like using these. I mean, definitely I like using this as far as when I go and harvest black raspberries and mulberries or things like that, then and I want to freeze them, then yeah, I will definitely vacuum seal them. That's a great purpose for that, so that I can stick them in the freezer until I'm ready to try to make a jam, which hopefully I can do this year. Last year was my first year collecting all the black raspberries. I vacuum sealed them all up, put them in the freezer, and then we actually had a lightning strike right on the property, and it blew the garage power, and I didn't realize it for multiple days. And when I went out there, obviously everything that was in the freezer was destroyed. So we're gonna try that again this year. Back to the old trial and error, as they say. And plus these are obviously are see-through, so sunlight's getting through to these, and the less sunlight that you have on your product, the better off it's going to be. I think the longer that it's going to last. So, and that's just my thing. Like I said, there are many other ways that people store these, seal these up. Their rice and peas and beans and wheat berries and things like that, all their dry goods. There's definitely a lot more high-tech ways than this, but this works for me. So you do whatever works for you. And Dave works for me, so he's standing there waiting for me to tell him what to do. I wish he'd just figure it out on his own, but he's not gonna. So alright guys, I'm gonna get off here. Enjoy the rest of your week and into the weekend, and we'll talk to you later. See you.